LeetCode question 2130, maximum twin sum of a linked list. So we are given a linked list of size n. Very important thing to notice is n is even in number, and the ith node of the linked list is known as the twin of the n minus 1 minus ith node. Okay. For instance, so we have got n is equal to 4, that is 4 elements over here. So the element at index 0, there is no index, however, just for reference I am saying it. So the element at index 0 is a pair of element at index number 3, and element at index 1 is a pair of element at index 2. So the sum for the first one will be 6, and the sum for this second set of elements would be 6. I need to return the maximum sum that turns out to be 6 over here. Okay, so I'll give you how to solve this question. So assuming we have got the linked list as 4, 2, 2 and 3. Okay, this points to null. So my first step would be to convert this linked list into a vector. So I create a vector v. So I push these elements into the vector as it is. So this is 4, 2, 2 and 3. And then I take two iterators, one at I is equal to 0 and one at j is equal to n, which is 4 over here, n minus 1. Okay, and I create a variable known as result initially set to 0. Now I start iterating. Okay, v of I plus v of j, which is equal to 4 plus 3, which is 7. So I, in my result, I do result is max of result comma this sum over here. So this turns out to be max of 0 comma 7, which is 7. After doing this, I do I plus plus and j minus minus. So my iterator I moves to over here and j moves to index number 2. Okay, I do this while my I is less than j. Now my sum again is v of I plus v of j, which is 2 plus 2. This turns out to be 4, and my result will be max of result comma sum, which is max of, my result was 7 initially, 7 comma 4, this is 7, and I do I plus plus j minus minus. So my iterator I moves to here and j moves here. So my I is less than j. Okay, so whatever is stored in my result, I would return that. So this way I'll be able to successfully solve this. Okay, so my first step would be to create a vector. So I name it as v. Then I create the current, that is I take the head. So I take the head as reference. Okay, following which I iterate till the till my current doesn't point to null, that is till let some node is equal to current. In that case, I push the value of the node into my vector, and then I increment my current, that is current is node dot next, and I take it as reference. After coming out from this loop, I create a mutable variable result, which is initially set to 0, and another variable called I, which is 0. Okay, then I create j, which is v dot length, and since it is at the last, we do -1. I run a while loop for I less than j. In this case, my result would be the maximum, that is r dot max, and this will be vector of I plus vector of j, and I do I plus plus and then j minus minus. At the end, after coming out from this while loop, I return the result. Let me run this. Sorry, this is simply R.